force that spreads through an organization in terms of groups and teams, how leaders act, and I wanted to emphasize this. Now, have we missed anything at all? Yes?
I think really the bottom line is treat people the way you want to be treated. Doesn't matter whether you are an individual contributor or whether you are the manager. Some people might not be comfortable speak up in a public environment. Understand everyone is different. And I think as a manager, you should know your people and know yourself, how they perform at the best, and bring that out. That's just really the way I see it, as simple as that. If you switch position with Javier, people talk about you in that kind of attitude, you probably will not like it. Whether today Javier just happened to be a Hispanic origin culture, but doesn't matter. Even just if we are all the same and people treat me that way, you probably will not, enjoy the environment.
That goes back to the fact that Coca-Cola has a simple, universal message. It's epitomized in your brand statement and in your brand vision. The same thing is true, I think, in the workplace. It should be a simple message. The point you made right now is really, I think, the essence of this. These are characters on a video. If we, as we do in our business, change the scripts and change the ethnicity, race, religion, it's going to have the same impact irrespective of the composition. No one wants to hear certain things about their group that are negative. No one really, most people anyway, don't feel comfortable in that environment. People want to be listened to. People want to know that their views are important. They want to have a chance to express themselves. And it's this type of daily behavior, I think, that has a huge, huge impact on making the workplace more comfortable, more inclusive, more welcoming, more friendly, and a place that aligns with your values. Now, this company has a huge commitment to fairness, inclusion, and diversity. There are programs, there is tremendous training, there are external outreach, internal outreaches, and it's having a wonderfully positive effect on this organization. On a daily basis, these are things that you can do. Now, if we change the behaviors so that leaders acted in line with the behaviors we identified and send back to you, if employees acted that way too, we've come up with a specific list of behaviors. Would this place be a perfect place? Absolutely not. There's no place that is. But would you agree that if they were practiced throughout the organization, it would be a better place in line with the organization's highest vision and principles? Does that make sense? Does it? Let me just mention this. I had this discussion with Steve, and I want to leave a couple of minutes for questions. There's a story that I heard years and years ago. Now, first off, I heard it in my own household when I moved down here about what soft drinks were permissible and what were forbidden, particularly if I wanted to enter the family that I ended up joining. But there was also a story that maybe you've heard about something somewhere long ago that happened here. And this is the story that I got verification from Steve about. And the question I asked him was, what would happen if someone came in to Coca-Cola with a can, not of red, but a different color, closer to that of my suit? I can't even say it. And Steve Bucciarati, he shuddered. He said it wouldn't happen. I said, do you think the person would be fired? And as best I recall, Steve said they would be lucky if that's the only thing that happened to him. And I said, how much money does the Coca-Cola Company spend on that message? And I think you said nothing. That's culture. There are things that you know you do here that makes Coca-Cola special and unique. We know that you don't bring that drink in, the color of my suit. I won't even say its name. You know that you don't go into the cafeteria and you don't mention that other drink, you just don't do it. Everybody stops in their tracks. That's culture, that's behavior. We're going to send you a list that you developed. And to build a better, fairer, more inclusive workplace, we're talking about specific behaviors. That ultimately is what culture is about, doing things in a daily way that are as intuitive as not thinking about that product that I won't even name. And I want to thank you for your time and attention, and I want to say two other things. Again, I want to come back to the first quote that was, Coca-Cola is more than a drink, it's a feeling, a shared experience. That's what the workplace should be like. Anywhere I go to visit Coca-Cola on planet Earth, there should be some common behaviors that reflect this is how we treat one another. The second thing is, I will say thank you for the time. I will tell my mother-in-law that I've delivered the message and hope that you will help her realize her vision and mine too. Thank you all very much.